Hey guys, it's Shaylee, and today I'm bringing you my palette collection of the beginning of 2017, and I'm just going to get started in hopes that this video isn't too long. The first one I'm just going to quickly talk about is my Lorac Pro Matte. This is my Pan That palette, so I'm not going to show you guys what it looks like the inside, but if you want to see what it looks like, I have my Pan That palette intro that you guys can check out. Next, I have the Lorac Princess eyeshadow palette. This was, I think, limited edition in 2014. That's what those shades look like. It's just a nice gold bronzy palette, which I mean is a good palette to have. The e.l.f. Mad for Matte is part of my Pan That palette, but I have yet to start to use it, so I'll show you guys. So it looks like this is a great palette to get if you're a beginner, if you are like more like into makeup, if you've been doing makeup for a long time. This is a great palette to have. It's a great staple. Okay, next I have a couple Z palettes. This Z palette contains 3 Coastal Scents shades and 1 MAC shade. If you want me to do a video of my Coastal Scent shadows, I can, but this is just some Coastal Scents shades, as I said, that I keep in here. And then in another small Z palette, I have a blush that I just didn't take out, but I have 2 Physicians Formula shades and another Coastal Scents shade. Next, I have my beloved Smoked palette from Urban Decay. This was in my Project Fan last year. This is what it looks like. I love this palette and I wish they never discontinued it because this is such a gorgeous palette. Freestyle used to be a really great transition shade, and Kinky used to be a nice cream shade. But I love this palette. It's like, I don't know what it is. It just, I feel as though it's me in like an eyeshadow palette, you know? Next I have this Lorac Pro, I think this is like the Pocket Pro or something, that just has 3 shades, that has Ivory, Gold, and Cocoa. Those are those 3 shades. A great traveler palette. Next I have my Pan That palette from last year that I have not decided to get rid of yet, and that is what is left of my Smashbox Full Exposure palette. It did end up breaking, so I'm going to hold it like this, but if you guys want to see what it actually looks like, I have my finale from 2016 you can watch. Next I have my Lorac Queen eyeshadow palette that came from the same, it was like a little set of 4 palettes from 2014. This one's like a nice rosy type palette, and I really like these shades. I just haven't gotten to using them yet because of my palettes that I've been panning, which I know is bad, but I'm trying. Next I have my Naked 3 from Urban Decay, which my younger brother actually got this for me when it first came out. This is what it looks like. I have some good dents in Strange, Dust, and Nooner, but none really else, but I really, really love this palette. It's a great palette if you like rose-toned colors. Ooh, just threw it. Next I have my Go Palette London from Coastal Scents, and this is more of like my colorful palette. I kept this because I love blues and purples during the summer, and also has some great more neutral colors in here. Next I have my NYX Love in Florence palette, which one of these shades I almost used up in my Project Pan, but I love this palette for mostly just these 2 shades. They're not extremely different, but like this one's more rosy and this one's more coppery, and I just love that they put them in the same palette because it's great if you want to do a simple look. Next I have, this is my last one. I think this is my last one, the Lorac Duchess eyeshadow palette. Oh, I put the green one that came in this palette is at my fiance's house. but this is just like a nice gray bluey toned palette, and it's actually really beautiful on the eyes. I just don't do cool tone looks enough. Next I have my third and final palette that I'm working on in 2017 for my Pan That palette, and that's the matte eyeshadows by Technique, and it's just kind of like a Naked Basics dupe, I think, kind of ish, not completely, but really nice. I got this for like $10 off Amazon, I think. It was a great purchase. Next I have my Tarte lip palette, the first one that's all matte. That is what this one looks like. If I can show you properly, maybe I'll have to hold it by the mirror. Sorry for the weird glare if there is one, but that's what this palette looks like. I've used this a couple times, and the shadows are beautiful. Next I have my Modern Renaissance by Anastasia Beverly Hills, which everybody knows about this palette, but I'll say it just like everybody else says it. This is a beautiful, beautiful palette, and if you don't have it, you should at least swatch it to see if you like it enough to get it. That's what I did. Next I have the Lorac Unzipped Original, the rose gold one. As you can see, I have slight dents in all of these, but I really like this palette. It's a nice, like, not like a staple, but if you don't want the Naked 3, this is a good option for rose gold shadows. Next I have my last Z palette, which just holds more colorful shades. Like my purple is a bright orange, and 2 Wet n Wild shades from my palette that I panned in 2015, I believe. Next I have my BH Cosmetics Carli Bybel palette, and I used this for my first 2 weeks one palette, and these shades are so pretty. I highly, highly recommend getting this from Ulta or BH Cosmetics. It is a great palette, and it comes with 4 highlighters, which you can use as eyeshadows as well, which is perfect. Next I have my Vice 4, I believe. I think this is the 3rd one or the 4th one, and that's what this looks like. I have a lot of pan in this palette because I had it in one of my projects last year, but I really love this palette. I don't think you need it, but if you have it, you should definitely pull it out and use it and fall back in love with it like I did last year. Next I have the Lorac Pro Mega 3, and that's what this one looks like. I love that I bought this. I don't have the first one or the second one, but this one is beautiful. I love this one so, so much, and I'm definitely going to get a lot of use out of it. Okay, second to last one. I have this Coastal Scents kind of create your own palette. I think this is the 28 pan one, and these are all the shades I have. I went on like a Coastal Scents spree a couple years ago, but I still really, really love all these shades. I've already gotten rid of the ones that I don't. I have a lot of pan and like the shimmery shades, which I'm happy about. But yeah, this is my palette that I created basically. And then my last one, which is my current 2 weeks one palette, is the Kat Von D Middle Matte. Okay. And that is what this looks like. I love this palette so much. The shimmers are beautiful. The mattes are beautiful and blendable, and I just love this palette. I'm so glad I've been using it for the past 2 weeks. So those are all of my palettes. Let me count real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. I have 22 palettes. 23, because I have one at my fiance's house. 23 palettes. That's kind of a lot of eyeshadow, but I'm working on it. I'm working through it. But I hope you guys enjoyed seeing my palette collection, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.